Welcome to the post-game show, and a reminder, continuing coverage on FS1 in just a few minutes. We're going to be with you for a long time. The Hall of Famer Frank Thomas is here, Keith Hernandez, Big Papi David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. So we talked about the Astros and their ability to bounce back in the pregame show. Well, now we saw, Alex, the Dodgers and their ability to bounce back.
You know, they've played like champions all year, and tonight was no exception, fellas. Resiliency from everybody, and their bullpen. That's the bullpen we're used to having, and that is the benefit and the residual of a day off yesterday.
What a game. I told you guys early today that everybody was looking forward to seeing good pitching and good matchup. And tonight, the impossible, what we thought it was going to be impossible, happens. The Dodgers beat up on Verlander. Even him pitching a good game, they still pulled that game. So tomorrow, I believe that the best team during the whole regular season is going to go home with the crown.
Well, it certainly was. I'm sorry, Frank. I didn't know you were next.
Go ahead.
But age before beauty. I just was in the two aces on both staffs got beat. A chance to really give their team one to win it, one to make them come back home ahead, and they both went down. I just think it was a great game today. Complete opposite of the other day, the slugfest. This was a well-played ball game. The Dodgers played fundamentally sound ball, got the big hits. This wasn't a game of home runs. This was a game of getting runners over and chipping away and chipping away at your runs. It's just my kind of game. I absolutely loved it.
I agree with you.
This was just what I expected. I expected this to go 7 games because there's no quitting either one of these ball clubs. But Justin Verlander was Justin Verlander. He was dynamite. But it came down to one small mistake. Cut fastball slider down into Chase Utley's foot. Opened up the floodgates. Chris Taylor punched the ball to right field. Fundamental sound approach with 2 strikes. The game was decided by the little things tonight. And we felt California love will close this game.
California love.
It did. And you think about it, too. The Astros jumped on Rich Hill. They got the early home run from Springer, and you got a 3-2 lead. You got an early lead on maybe a little nerves in Dodger Stadium. But they did enough against Justin Verlander. They did enough. And because of that bullpen, and look, we have to remember, right, Frank, that bullpen came in at one point in this series, they had 28 consecutive scoreless innings. And then it blew up in that game, too, and really the rest of the way until tonight. Because we were screaming when Rich Hill came out of the game, but it worked. And Morrow looked like a different person.
Give it up to Brandon Morrow.
Yep.
Give it up to Brandon Morrow. This guy sucked it up. He's pitched more than any guy in this World Series, and he brought it tonight. 99, 98. He made the big key outs that bridged the rest of that bullpen tonight to get it to Kenley Jansen.
And I also told you guys that when it comes down to use Jansen, it was going to happen regardless. This guy was solid during the whole season. Yeah, he had a couple of rough games, you know, but he's the guy that you need. He's the guy that closed the game.
Check this out. Look behind us. That's Lance McCullers. He's starting Game 7 tomorrow night.
Wow. Maybe breaking news, Kevin.
What's going on? Is the game like later? Is the game in an hour?
I think this game has passed me by.
You know, no, seriously, I've never seen that.
You know, it's interesting, Kevin. Some of the pitchers, and he did this in New York, they'll go out and toss to basically warm up a little bit for tomorrow. It's unusual.
Really?
But I've seen it before.
Wow. And there's not tomorrow. He probably ready to pitch right now.
I mean,
this is the World Series, guy. I mean, when it comes down to World Series, you're gonna see things that you've never seen before.
Right. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. The only thing I could think of, Keith, is he was kind of on call today. You know, if Verlander got through the 6th with a lead, I think he might have been in the game. Do you think that has something just to get some? I don't know. I've never seen it.
Kevin, I was an everyday player. I've never seen that. I don't have the slightest idea. And I'm not going to pretend like I know what he's doing.
No.
I have no clue.
Wow. So the Game 7 starter for the Astros, Lance McCullers, is warming up now. It's he's got a little time.
Yeah, you got like 18 hours left.
Hey, you know what, though? I think that kind of, we've got excitement. It's the first time there's back-to-back Game 7s in a World Series since 01 and 02. Think about that, right? Last year, an epic game, one of the greatest Game 7s that you'll ever see with the Cubs and Indians and the rain delay and the whole thing. So now, going into tomorrow, who has the advantage, Alex Rodriguez? Does anybody have the advantage at this point?
You know, I think the Dodgers have the advantage, and that's why you play a marathon in baseball, is to have the best record. And ultimately, it's all about a Game 7. There's nothing better in sports than a Game 7 in baseball in the World Series. By the way, gentlemen, Major League Baseball, it's on fire.
right now. Don't even ask me. I haven't guessed right yet. I'm lost. I don't even want to pick nobody tomorrow.
You got to say the whole team has the advantage.
Right.
But tomorrow,
I
nerves
picked the
and
Red
tightness,
Sox.
you never know what's going to happen. I think both of the teams got pitching lined up. They're going to be fine. As Keith Hernandez would say, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to blink first?
Right. Hey, all I know is Koufax has been at these games. Maybe he throws tomorrow. Who knows? The way this series has been going.